Stand back, brothers and sisters of the Imperium. I'm going to attempt to do Warhammer 40,000 rules because we've just had a big leak with the Space Wolf Codex. Confirmation now what units are going to be inside of that Codex. And it's looking like some of the big fan favorites have been smited. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. So apparently this leak first hit on Facebook. It's from a group called the Space Wolves. I'll try and include the link in the description of the video, but if not, then just search the Space Wolves and you'll get to see it all over there. Someone has managed to get their hands on the German version of the Space Wolf Codex, and it's all the data sheets that is in that book. This is all the confirmed data sheets in the book, and we now have basically the list of the units that have been taken out of that book, and I think there's some pretty big ones there which may cause a lot of debate, but there's also some units that have been kept in there which I think a lot of people are going to be thankful for as well. So in the background now is a list of units that are now confirmed to be inside of this Space Wolf Codex. You've got Logan Grimnai, you've got Nidge the Stormcaller, as I like to call him, Ulrich, Bjorn, which was a big one. There's a lot of debate. Is Bjorn going? I'm like, no, you can't get rid of Bjorn. Bjorn is the Space Wolf. Ragnar's in there, Arjak is in there, Wolf Priest is in there, Bloodclaws, Grey Hunters, Headhunters, the Thunderwolf Cavalry are in there, but we'll get onto leaders in a second because they're not on there. The Wolfguard Terminators, Fenrisian Wolves, Wolfen with Hammers, Murderfang also made the cut, which is great news. Wolfen Dreadnought, Venerable Dreadnought, and an Iron Priest. They are all the confirmed data slates, data sheets, whatever you want to call them, that are now in this Space Wolf Codex. Now, if we flip that coin over, let's talk about some of the missing units, and the big thing for me, really, is the Stormfang. It's the flyer. I've always said, I think Games Workshop are going in a direction where they're trying to get rid of flyers from the game. Like, we've seen, like, the Stormbird go to Legends, right? I won't be surprised if the Thunderhawk at one point goes to Legends in the future, and some like the Corvus Blackstar and stuff like that. That goes into Legends in future editions. I really do think, like, the Stormfang going into, but basically Legends, because that's what it is going to go into, is a direction that Games Workshop wants to take their game in. From a lore standpoint, from a model standpoint, I thought it was a absolutely fantastic looking model, a fantastic looking piece of lore that the Space Wolves had over anyone, and I see this as a bit of a sad day that a model like this, a design like this, is going the way of the Dodo. I say the way of the Dodo, yes, you won't be able to use it in like tournament games like it was ever used anyway, but you know what I mean, right? Once it goes into Legends, I feel like Games Workshop puts it on the shelf and it never really gets anything good again. So it's a sad day for that kind of model to go the way it's gone. Now, I was personally convinced that the Thunderwolf Cavalry were going to get smited. That is not the case. The Thunderwolf Cavalry are still in the Codex, but the leaders of the Thunderwolf Cavalry, they are now gone. So it's units like this, basically. If you look at what's gone, it's more or less everything that was like a vanilla type of Marine in a way has now disappeared, and it's more just like, what is Space Wolves? Like a very, very wolfy version of what Marines have inside their Codex. I think in some ways it works, but like I said, in other ways, I don't like it. I think it's a bit of a step backwards, but this is the direction that Games Workshop are going into now. The biggest question out of all of this for me, yes, we have confirmation of what sheets are in there. Again, the rules and stuff like that, I can't make out because it's in German. And if anyone can translate it for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I would love to see some of their abilities and stuff like that. But I think now, is this the time that the Space Wolf Codex is going to drop? You normally get leaks like this when the Codex has been sent out to influencers, and the influencers take pictures and they put it online. So maybe, just maybe, I'm recording this video right now on Sunday. Today is going to be the pre-order announcement for the Space Wolves, and then that means we'll get the pre-order date next week. It'll be 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, and then sometime in June, the Space Wolf Codex should be released. Finally, that box set should be released. In terms of like Arjak and Logan Grimnar, Nidge the Stormcaller, etc., that bulk, that phase of the releases will come after the main big FOMO box set. So fingers crossed, right? The box set is going to be upon us. I know a lot of people want it. There's a lot of hype about it. Horus Heresy and stuff is coming in the future, so I'm sure they don't want to like cross the streams of the Space Wolf box set and the Horus Heresy box set, and like, you know, what do I choose, Horus Heresy or Space Wolves? They want to get the Space Wolves out there in enough time to make you sure you buy the Horus Heresy box set as well, because that's what Games Workshop, want you to do. They want you to keep buying week in and week out with these big box sets that they keep putting out. But there we go, right? If you want to go and check it out, all the data sheets and stuff like that, I've put a few in the background and stuff, but you can't really make that much out of there. It's spreading like wildfire across the internet now. If anyone could do me a favor and try and translate some of this stuff, it'd be really, really good. I'll talk about it more on tonight's stream. Fingers crossed again, we get the pre-order announcement tonight. See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.